I'm a man until you assume responsibility.
What man would take such a raw deal? I don't consider that a man.
Wake up, Jacob. For greater context, please look at that video. It's one young lady on there. She's talking about, how marriage is a bad deal. In fact, it's a raw deal. She goes into the fact that, if a man gets married, he's assuming all the risks, basically. And she's saying that, legally and financially, he's assuming all the risks and most men are waking up and realizing, getting married legally on paper is a bad deal because we are cost benefit analysis. That's what we do. And then the guy, he says, it doesn't absolve men of not complaining and manning up. Just assume responsibility. That's what makes a man, just assuming responsibility. But what he's not thinking about is the man taking the risk. He's totally ignoring the risk portion of this equation, that you are taking a risk on losing half your stuff. You're taking a risk on alimony. You're taking a risk on child support. You're taking a risk on the fact that you may not have access to your children, or at least to the level you would like it to be. But he's just saying, just go in and, get married and just, man up, right? So this is a very, very dangerous doctrine. And then, of course, like most people do, they go to the anecdotal, myself. Like he said, well, I got married. Okay, well, sir, you're at risk. Okay, I hate to break it to you, but you're at risk. It's that simple. If your wife changes her mind on you, means she has all the power. If she changes her mind on you, then you could lose half your stuff. You could pay alimony. I don't know if you have children, but that's all at risk. Okay, and so that's the part that the young lady is talking about. But your rebuttal is, well, it doesn't absolve a man from responsibility or from complaining and taking responsibility for someone. And then he wants to throw in, men are getting away with, having babies out of marriage. Not really. Now, are there some deadbeat guys out there? Sure. But the numbers is not to the point that the media wants to perpetuate, right? They want to purport that all men, when there's a breakup, obviously it's the man's fault. We know that's cap, okay? We know that's cap. We know that way back when, I don't know, in the 60s, 60s and 70s, men or women already voted and pretty much and said, we'll take the government benefits over a man because, you can't have them if you have a man. And so they took those benefits. And just look at the stats today. That's the thing that I noticed that they don't want. They want to try to disprove it or they don't want to listen. Look at the stats today because they are telling the story. Gentlemen, don't date, mate, or procreate with these modern women.